Product research just keeps getting easier and easier, and once you begin it, you will notice that you are literally in a positive loop that continues to bring you upward to find more and more products. So how do I do this? I'm about to show you so you are able to find an actual profitable product that's going to put money in your pocket. So let's go. Hi guys, my name is Karina. Welcome back to my Amazon FBA channel. Subscribe and click the notification bell if you have not yet already. So recently I made a weekly or a bi-weekly or a tri-weekly product research video, as I always do, because that's what I always do, since product research is the #1 issue that people tend to have. And I found quite a lot of winning products. If you want to see that video, the link is going to be down below, and I suggest you do because it's very helpful in terms of breaking it down. But as I was doing my daily product research, which always tends to be successful on most days than not, I actually stumbled upon another thing, and I have videos about this too, but I wanted to re-emphasize it because it just shows how much opportunity there is in Amazon FBA, and how if you continue to do this daily, you're going to be able to see more and more of this opportunity, and how it's going to lead you to find more products. It doesn't have to be difficult to find products. It doesn't have to be tedious and long, and I know that sometimes it feels like that. It feels like it drags on for hours and hours and hours and weeks. But you know what? When you know what you look for, it just comes easily and you enjoy it more because you start to analyze markets, you start to look at products, and you just see what you can improve on and see how much money you can make if you improve on these things. And trust me, there are sellers doing crazy things that are still making money, that to me I think, like, how are you still how are you making money with such a horrible listing in such a non-competitive industry? And it's so possible, and I just want to really point that out to you, that you don't have to stress as much as you are stressing about products. So let me show you. Are you ready? Let me show you. So this is actually the product I found, and check it out. If you want to know how I found this and the strategy I used, you should know this. Okay, look how stable it is, right? It's like everyone is selling really, really well. Even someone with 32 reviews is making $14,000 a month. Someone with 40 reviews is making $25,000 a month. And the thing about this product is that, honestly, if you scroll down, every single person is making money. Literally every single person that has even a few reviews is making crazy money. Like 75 reviews, 35,000, within a few exceptions obviously, but, and this is already like your position number 47 and you're making $36,000 a month on a product with 213 reviews. Okay, this person is position 46, he's getting 10 reviews and he's making pretty much $8,000 a month, which is crazy because that just shows you how much demand there is, that even if you're not on the first page of Amazon, you're still making sales. However, you always want to be on the first page of Amazon. Don't think that it's okay that you're on the second page. It's very rare for that to happen. So always get on the first page. So anyways, if you want to see how I found this product and many others, then click the link below. I have a full-on video on this, but that's beside the point. The point is of the other situation I wanted to show you. So I'm in Helium 10, which is what I use, one of the programs for product research and things like that, and I have a discount code for this down below for 50% off the first month and 10% off every reoccurring month. So I was doing keyword research for this product to see which one was the main keyword, and I found that as I was scrolling, I found this very interesting situation. So this is a market for compositable plates, right? So it's like environmentally friendly for anyone that's trying to be good and safe to the environment, the planet. It's a very different market than your typical disposable plates, which are sold at pretty much any type of Walmart, Target, etc. But this is something very special that's for a special group of people that are very conscious. So they're probably going to be typing in this term to find things that are nature friendly. But as you scroll down and as you do your keyword research, which is very, very important, what you need to look for is other words that can help you out, okay? And what I saw here is, drumroll, disposable bowls. Now this has a significantly less search term volume, and it has 216 CPR 8-day giveaways, which is the column right here. But what I'm trying to make a point with this column is that I just kind of want to estimate how much each person is selling. So let's say 200, it says 216 in 8 days. So divide 216 by 8, you get 27. So you have to match 27 sales a day to rank, right? And 27 is not that bad. So I just want to see the market for this, because although it's still in the same brand, right? So it's still disposable, it's still composable, but it's a bowl. So it's just really interesting, because if you are starting a brand, or if you're doing a product research and you have found like disposable plates or forks or knives or whatever, but you did not, you know, you just do this product, or you find a flaw with it, for example, it's too competitive or has too many reviews, what you can continue to do is continue to scroll down in Magnet, which is the tool I'm using, and find other words that fit that situation, right? Such as disposable bowls. Now, I'm not saying that this is a great market. This is the first time I'm clicking into it with you, but I just wanted to kind of drive that point home on how to really take your product research to the next level, because just because you are focused on one product that you saw for some reason was getting good sales and then the market turned out bad, does not mean the whole niche of that is bad. And it really goes worthwhile and worth your time to really scroll down to these and even go to the second page to see words that are less competitive. For example, the first page, like you will see words that are doing like 100,000 search volumes right here. Or by the way, I ordered this from highest to lowest search volume. So you'll see, let me just go back to the first page so you know. You always want to do this because it's going to give you an idea of what's actually selling well. So you can see that toilet paper, Magnet pulled it up because it's relatable to that, is doing 316,000 search volume, right? And you have to give away this many units. This is just, you don't even want to think about it. It's too competitive. You just don't want to get into that. But you want to see from highest to lowest what's selling more. So after you do that, let's go to page 2, and then you start to see other items. So a lot of the time you might not be getting such a high search term volume, such as like 50,000 or 25,000. Maybe you're doing something for 5,000 a month. However, you are selling less units. Maybe you're selling 10 units a day, but it's in such a less competitive market that you can still do extremely well. And I really suggest doing that. All the other keywords, you're going to want to analyze this. You're going to want to do the drop down extension and see the numbers for that market, because it is the main keyword. See that it's a stable market where everyone is getting sales, that the reviews are relatively low, where you can penetrate and compete and do really well. And then check the profits, like study the market in full. And that's one thing that people mess up on, is not studying the market. And I really emphasize that in all my videos, and especially in my Amazon FBA course, where I teach everybody just to be very successful in terms of finding products and making sure that the markets they are looking for are actually profitable and not oversaturated and competitive. So back to this. Oh, by the way, the link is in the bio if you want to know more. But in here, like, this is clearly an industry, and this is really great for brand building. If you already have a product that's selling well, you want to type that in and see what other terms it pulls up, because potentially you can really develop a brand in that and really basically launch products that are similar. Perhaps you're going to have reoccurring customers, or maybe people that buy one product and then hear about your product. It's just really good for that purpose. So for example, plastic wine glass for parties, and I'm surprised that this is such a low low amount of sales actually. So biodegradable plates, that's kind of another keyword. It's going to be the same as the ones that I showed you in the beginning of the video, but other things such as wedding napkins, maybe this is something you can creatively go and do and design something else, something more interesting than what's out in the market. If you study the market really well, then you're going to know what to improve on, right? So there's cups that are composable, and clearly the demand for that is lower. But just because the search volume is lower, that does not mean that it's not a profitable product. What a lot of people tend to do is they go after those crazy high numbers and think that's going to help them out, when in turn it's not, because it's more stressful, because there's just too much competition. But if you're going after a lower search volume and then maybe lower sales, you're still going to be profitable if you study the market and you do well. And that's what I'm really trying to drive home to you, because I just want to really put the message out there that Amazon FBA is not as oversaturated as you think. And you don't need to go into an item that's doing $50,000 a month, or $30,000 a month, or $100,000. You can do well with a product that's doing $5,000 in revenue, but maybe you're pocketing $1,000 or $2,000. But then guess what? If you send, it's easier to launch that product. You don't have as many people that are going to be jumping into it, because believe it or not, most people are still convinced that you need to have products that do $100,000 a month in sales, which you don't. But imagine doing that to 5 products or 10 products, right? And say you're making like $1,000 or $2,000 off of each of them. That's already like $10,000 to $20,000 a month, and it's not as hard as you think to penetrate these types of markets. So I just really want to point that out to you. But other than that, that's going to be it. All the links are down below. I have one-on-one coaching. The link is there. I have a course. I have a private Facebook group which you can join, and then we're really helpful at answering all the comments there. And I have an Instagram account. So daily videos. See you tomorrow.